lot of time we only think that, reading books, watching some videos and all those gyan which is available out there, that will only make us better investor. But you can also do that in a fun way. You can have some entertainment, have some enjoyment, and at the same time you can also learn about investing. So that is the idea of today's session. It is more on a lighter mode and more on a fun mode. So let's get started with this. If you are ready for this, just type ready in the comment box, and what I'll do is I'll tell 10 names of the movies, 5 movies in Bollywood and 5 movies in Hollywood, and just maintain a count of the movies which you have already watched. And once I finish this entire video, then just type in the comment box how many of these 10 movies have you seen, and that will make it even more engaging. Yes, so let's get started with that note. If you don't follow me on Twitter, this is my handle, you can just check it out. And let's start with the first movie now. Okay, so the first movie which I want to share with you is Guru, right? It is one of the best movie which I like, and it is on Dhirubhai Ambani's life journey. So much of inspiration which is there in just that one movie. Okay, so I found that amazing, the starting scene where Dhirubhai Ambani is saying, बनना चाहते हो दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी कंपनी, right? And all the people in stadium is saying, yes, we want to become a world largest company. And if you have seen Reliance AGM recently, Mukesh Ambani has lived that legacy. The kind of innovation and the kind of new things they keep on doing is simply amazing, right? So the first movie is Guru. I might have seen this movie more than 20 times, believe me. Yeah, it's crazy, and I love the acting of Abhishek, and he's Abhishek Bachchan is like amazing. Okay, he's like best avatar in his own journey of his career. So that is the first movie. Second movie is Bazaar, and there are a lot of movies which are there in Bollywood, which is based on Harshad Mehta's life. Okay, so that is the commonality in Bollywood movies. Most of them are Harshad Mehta based, but anyways, that's fine. And his journey has not been anything less than roller coaster. Like a lot of interesting things and ups and downs he has seen in his journey. So I'm sure that is the reason, people who are making those movies also like to film movie on, Harshad Mehta. Right. So second is Bazaar, and here it is about Saif Ali Khan, who has one of, employee who is very keen in making money very fast, and he manipulates that employee, and they do a lot of insider information. Sometimes they also come out with false information to take the prices down and then take advantage of that. So this again gives us lessons that whatever comes on the news or social media might not be 100% correct. It could be a manipulative thing, and we need to be careful about it. Yeah, so that is the second movie. Third is Corporate. So this was a long time back, but this was again an interesting movie. They had multiple characters, and I particularly remember the investing angle here, that the opposite party, the competition who is trying to pull down the company, they are rigging the shares and selling all the stake inside the stock market. So very good movie, again very interesting to see the how the corporate life works and how people can manipulate things to their advantage, and particularly when there is competition, how the share price rigging can also be done. Yeah, so that's again very interesting movie. If you have not yet watched it, highly recommended again. And then fourth is again on Harshad Mehta, right? So Gafla is another movie where the journey of Harshad Mehta and how the scam happened and all those things have been discussed. Again, I personally don't like this movie too much relative to other movies on Harshad Mehta. And the next one which I'm going to mention is a series, actually not a movie, but anyways I've covered here because that's something really amazing which I watched recently, and that is much better in terms of acting and the kind of story that is depicted. Okay, so that is the fifth one. So fifth is Scam 1992 series. It is based on a book which was written by an activist called Sucheta Dalal and her husband. And this is amazing story, and the acting was marvelous, right? It's available in Sony Live, and the acting and the dialogues are simply superb, right? One of the famous dialogue in this particular series is "risk hai to ishq hai," right? So that is the kind of, the thought process and dialogue, and the delivery is like simply amazing, right? So the way it has been articulated and the flow, it's like superb. Must watch if you're not watched it yet. Highly recommended. I personally loved it. And by the way, if you are not following me on my YouTube channel, you can also hit a like button, or you can subscribe on my YouTube channel, so that you can stay connected with me, and you can watch lot many these kind of amazing content which I create. Okay, so that's the part around Bollywood. And now what we are going to do is we are going to jump into 5 movies in Hollywood, English movies, which you can watch around investing. And again, that will give you an amazing perspective in your investing journey also. Yeah, so if you are ready for this, just type BIO, bring it on in the comment box. So let's jump into the sixth movie. So sixth movie, and again in Hollywood, most of the movies are surrounded around 2008 financial crisis, the big housing crash that happened. A lot of movies are around the theme of that fall that happened during the market. Anyways, the sixth one is The Big Short, and Big Short is basically the story where some of these guys who you see in the picture, they figured out that there is this bubble going on, and it is nowhere possible that this will survive, and they took bet against the booming housing market. Okay, so Brad Pitt and a lot other characters are out here. Amazing movie again. And I remember, one of the character who is there, he is in shorts and analyzing all these things. And when he's exiting, he writes like 400+% return when he's right. Okay, so he takes a massive bet against the entire economy. In fact, not just housing bubble, because when this bubble burst, actually the entire economy went for the toss. Yeah, so that is Big Shot for you. And again, amazing story, how a lot of people can go wrong, how rating agencies can also behave in a bad way, and they might not take a rational call, and that can lead to a disaster, right? So all investor, rating agencies, banks, everybody goofed it up, and that resulted into that tragedy of 2008 housing crash. And these guys were the ones who took a short position against this entire bubble, and they won. Yeah, so that is like the sixth one. The seventh is Margin Call. Now margin call is again around toxic assets which a company held. And there was a person who got fired, and the next person who joined the company figured out that there is so much of all the toxic assets which are there on the books. They overnight took a call that let's offload it. And they knew that if they offload it, it will harm the economy, because the opposite party doesn't know that this is a toxic kind of assets. And it's like really different kind of mindset and discussion that happens during those late night meetings which they do. Simply superb. Again, I will not reveal too many of things over here, otherwise your suspense will go away, but must watch again. Eighth is again very very powerful movie. It's called Moneyball. Okay, it's a Brad Pitt starred movie. And what he does is he's playing on the probability, right? So what he does is he's assigning a probability on each player, whether he is good or bad. But by doing statistical analysis, he understands that there are some players which if they combine, that can lead to outperformance, and they can actually win the game, right? So based on the bidding which they needed to do, and based on all the analysis they needed to do, he actually made sure that with the minimum possible amount, he get the best combination of players based on his statistical model, so that they can win the entire series. Now it was a crazy idea. A lot of people didn't believe him, and some of the matches also in series they lost, but that was a part of his plan, that was part of his calculation. So this movie is very interesting if you want to think about probabilities and risk reward, and how, if you know exactly what is your risk reward, and if you continue doing it statistically again and again for infinite number of time, then you can win the game, right? So this also applies in your stock investing. If you have a good risk reward, when you lose some bit of it, and that is part of the game. You know that you are going to lose, but when you win, you can make it big, right? So amazing movie this, it is, and it is based on a true story. Actually, it's not like something hypothetical. It's actually thing that has happened, and here they have just made this into a movie. Okay, so yeah, go and check it out whenever you have time. Now the ninth one is The Founder. This movie is based on MACD. So how entrepreneur thinks, and how the big vision of that entrepreneur, the character who is there, who is founder of MACD, how he takes the risk, how he thinks, and how he takes the game to the next level. And there was a turning point where he gets a good CFO who advises that if you want to control your franchisee, need to own that real estate. And that was like game changer, and he exactly followed those steps which were advised. And now we know where MACD is. Yeah, and the vision, and the you know the zeal with which a promoter is working, that can change the fortune of the company. That was the biggest lesson in this particular you know movie. So again, get inspired that you don't need a good business, but you also need a promoter who is like intelligent, fanatic, and who works hard, and who has that passion to take that business to the next level, right? So that was the important lesson from this movie. 10th one was again Wall Street, a very classic Wall Street movie. And we had Mike Douglas over here, and he's manipulating an employee, and a lot of insider trading and all those kind of things that happens over here. So again, must watch. I'll not reveal too much about it, but very interesting movie, the classic English genre which you will see over there. And yeah, this is it. I think these are the 10 movies. And if you are somebody who is like really serious in investing, you can even join my masterclass. This is the link, technofunda.co/live. And we can discuss more around investing, more around compounding. And I also nurture a community of investors. So yes, if you feel like jumping, just note this link down, and let's stay connected. And if you have not yet liked or subscribed my video, do that. Just click on the like button if you liked this video so far and you enjoyed the entire discussion. And do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah. So thanks a lot for watching, and hope this was useful. It will give you some entertainment along with your investing journey, and it will take you to the next level. So all the best, and thank you for watching. Vivek Mashrani here, signing off. Bye bye.